Welcome in, y'all. Timeshare Clarence. Today, just want to talk a little bit about belief and faith and what I believe the difference is between the two. So, I was having a conversation with a friend a couple nights ago about faith. And one of the things I realized is no matter what was going on in my life, that's one thing that once I had it, it never really wavered. Now, I didn't always have faith. Um, I think when I was younger, I just had belief. And I feel the difference, for at least for me, between the two is like belief is more so I expect something to happen, but given enough evidence that it's not going to happen, then it'll change. So, I'll use my dad for example. After my parents got divorced, my dad would tell me he was gonna come and get me. So I would believe him. But after so many times of being told that he was gonna come and not showing up, then I would no longer believe him, right? So the difference with faith for me. So it starts with belief, but then with experience, the belief gets reinforced. So flip side, if my dad told me he would come, I believed that he would come, then he would actually show up. That will reinforce the belief until it became faith, because once it's established, right? So let's say now that I actually have faith in my dad and he's not there. So say 6 o'clock, he's supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. If I just had belief and he's not there at 6 o'clock, then I might question whether or not he's coming. If I have faith, whether he's there at 6 o'clock or not, it will not change my belief that he will show up. So that's how it's been, I guess, with my, for lack of a better term, spiritual journey. So when I was young, I felt like I always had belief. It was a very big deal for me when I was young to be saved. I remember multiple times as a very young child, like sitting in church, just really overwhelmed, just feeling like I just want to be saved, and throughout my life, I always believed, what I heard at church, what I heard from my family members, what I was taught. And then throughout life, I experienced a lot of ups and downs. So when you lose a job or when you have an accident, get a house foreclosed on, get a car repossessed, like anything like that, it's you're gonna question, what's going on. Are you doing something wrong? Some people, why is this happening to me? And I don't think I ever really did that. Anytime there was a major shift in my life, I tried to find, what was I supposed to learn from it? What was I supposed to change? But my faith is that ultimately it's all leading somewhere. It's all leading to the place that I'm supposed to be at the time that I'm supposed to be there to accomplish whatever I'm supposed to accomplish with my life. So I have great friends, great coworkers, great family, like all of that stuff. And I get so many influences from positive people that it reinforces my faith, because I know it's not just me. And, that's encouraging. But I do feel like at this point in time, a lot of people don't really have faith. And if you don't, then you're not going to act a certain way. You're not going to do what you're supposed to do. And if you don't, then you won't really get the results. So no matter what's going on, no matter how difficult things may seem, I've been through difficult times. I've overcome difficult situations. I've had to change to adapt and become able to deal with things that at one point in time I wasn't able to deal with. At one point in time I couldn't do. At one point in time I couldn't overcome. At one point in time I couldn't understand. And the more experience I have and the more my faith is tested, the more it's reinforced, because no matter what happens, I get through it. And I know it's not because of me, it's because of my faith. So if anything is going on in your life and you're questioning yourself, like, if you have any type of faith, don't let it waver, because tough times are always temporary. You've probably been through them before, and you should really expect to go through them again, because that's just really life. But if you don't believe you'll get through it, you won't act like you'll get through it. You won't do what you need to do to get through it. So you have to have faith that whatever you're going through is something you need to go through to condition you for whatever you're going to have to go through in the future to get where you need to be. But ultimately, you will get there. Things will get better. And in order for things to get better, it comes from you getting better. So my goal right now is just to be the best person that I can. And I do believe I will accomplish that. I believe, but I have faith that I'll get where I need to be, not because of me, but because of God. And if you don't, then I would encourage you to find that faith, pursue whatever you need to pursue to have that type of foundation, because it's extremely hard to try to do it on your own. And people aren't always going to be there for you, but the reality is God will. So that's my message for today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Timeshare Clarence. Until next time, peace.